Hey, what's good, y'all? What it do? Welcome back to Get Tactical. It's your boy, DZ. Thank y'all for tuning in. All right, y'all, today we're talking about the Ruger LCP MAX, chambered in 380. This is an excellent little pocket rocket. Cool pistol, man. Can't wait to get into it. Real quick, before we jump into the video, I wanted to say thank you to everybody out there that has been subscribing. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. At 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a major giveaway. And then the next stop is 10,000 in monetization. All right. So I'm not going to overtalk this thing. Let's jump into it. All right, y'all. Let me open box this to show you everything that came with mines. Of course, you get your Ruger LCP MAX, which is the pistol. We'll talk about that in 1 second. But mines came with a pocket holster. Makes it really convenient and easy to carry, right? It has like some type of adhesive texture right here. So that way the holster won't fumble around in your pocket. It'll stay still. It'll stay put. They also give you an extra magazine base plate. So that way if you want to make it that much more concealable on the magazine, you have the option to do so. Mine also came with a magazine loader, right? It's pretty cool. Helps you to load your magazines that much easier. And you also get a lock. All right, so let's load this up, take some more shots, and talk about it some more. All right, y'all, so let's talk about some of the features of this pistol. Really quick, bear with me, guys, because I am fighting off a cold, but I'm doing this for my subscribers, all right? So anyway, as you guys could tell, it comes standard with some nice sights. You see that front tritium sight? It's a nice big green dot, glows well in the dark. Now the rear sight is blacked out with that U frame on there. As you guys could tell, it's got a couple of notches on it, right? But I also wanted to mention that this rear sight is dovetailed, and the front sight as well, which means you guys can swap this out for aftermarket sights, specifically from the Bodyguard, Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. You guys can swap out those sights, all right? You know, so if you wanted a different rear sight, you have the option to do so. All right, now, it's got some front and rear serrations on this thing, but the rear serrations, I thought it was pretty cool. They put an extra little lip on it that you guys could tell right there, which makes it a lot more easier to rack this thing. Ladies, I definitely don't see this being an issue for you guys to rack this. Fellas, this thing is definitely comfortable. So it does have a slide stop right here. Now, this is not a slide release. Now, this basically just locks back whenever you are finished, but it's not a slide release. So just keep that in mind, okay? It's got a nice magazine release. Watch as this mag just pops out. Bam, right? And I also wanted to mention that you can swap it out for the left side. So you lefties out there, you have the option to swap this out. All right. Now let me show you this magazine. All right. Now traditional magazines are just standard straight up, but as you guys could tell, it kind of bevels in slightly, right? And then it gets wider towards the bottom. Now that's how they're able to feed 10 rounds in this thing. Right, the regular LCP takes 6 to 8 rounds, but the LCP MAX, which is this bad boy right here, can take 10, which is this magazine right here, or the 12, right? So you guys have plenty of firepower out the box, okay? Plenty of firepower. And I thought that was really important to mention, right? Because with this thing, you're getting the whole package, all right? So pros, how does it feel in the hand? To me, this thing feels good. It's lightweight. You have enough real estate to get a full grip on it. Now, myself, I don't consider myself having big hands. As you guys could tell, I got lotion on today. You feel me? But, yeah, I don't consider myself having big hands. So with that being said, though, this thing does feel comfortable, right? With that pinky extension on there, definitely gives me enough room to grab onto this thing, right? And as you guys could tell, when I was shooting this thing, the recoil is not that bad. To me, it's manageable. Now, I can see how some people will say that this is a little snappy, but what do you expect? It's a 380. In my opinion, it wasn't snappy at all, okay? So let's get into the pros about this thing. It's extremely lightweight. It won't take up too much room when you carry it. All right. So ladies, if you have this in your purse, you know, this would be really comfortable to carry, or if you're carrying this in your pocket. Another pro about this thing is the capacity. You get 10 to 12 rounds of 380. That's plenty of stopping power. Now, I know some people out there are going to argue that 380 may not be a valuable option for self-defense, but you guys got to remember the differences between 9mm and 380 are very, very, very small, right? The only thing that's different when it comes to the 380 versus the 9mm is that on the 380 cartridge, the casing itself is just a little bit shorter. So right here you have 9mm on the left and 380 on the right. Now, as you can tell, the casing is definitely shorter on the 380 round right here, and on the 9mm, you can tell it's a lot higher, right? But the projectile is pretty much the same. All right. So those are the difference between 9mm and 380. Now, would I take, if I had the option, of course, I'm definitely going to go with the higher caliber for self-defense. But having this as a backup gun or a last self-defense option, I definitely could see it being practical to use, especially with the 10 to 12 rounds, you know, or even if you have one 10-round mag and then a 12-round mag, I definitely could see that coming in handy. All right. Now, as far as cons for this little pistol, some people may say it's too snappy. You know, some people with bigger hands, you know, big meaty paws, I could see them saying that it's too small for them, right? But I have seen some people, you know, shoot this thing with no problem and they have big hands. So, you know, that could, it kind of depends on the shooter, depends on your preference and what you really like. You know, another con about this pistol is that it does not have a safety, right? The safety will be in the trigger. As you could tell, this little, the middle blade, just like on the Ruger 5.7 and on some of the other Ruger models, this blade is a safety trigger, you know, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people know the safety trigger, what it's for, stuff like that, but it doesn't have a manual safety. If that's important to you, this may not be a good option, or this may be a con, you know, that may be something that's a deal breaker for you. All right. Now, and some people will say that this does not have enough stopping power, that 380 doesn't have enough stopping power. I say 10 to 12 rounds of 380 definitely will back somebody up. All right. That's just my opinion. All right, guys, here's another look. It's in the pocket already. Can you tell which pocket it's in? Huh? Psych. It's right here. This pocket. So, fits in there nice and discreet, like I was saying. And the texture on this holster right here, it has like some type of adhesive texture. Now, it's not sticky, but the texture on it, I don't know if you can see the details. You see how it's kind of have like some grooves in it? But this fits in your pocket, so that way the holster is not fumbling around. And you guys could just be, you know, doing your normal day-to-day duties, right? With 10 to 12 rounds of 380 on you, just in case, you know. It's really nice, comfortable, lightweight, everything. And then, bam, if you need to, you know. Goes right back in the holster, right back in the pocket. Simple. Bang, 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 bang. All right, y'all, so my closing thoughts and opinions on this Ruger LCP MAX. I definitely think that this is something that's practical, okay? For someone that's wanting to use this for a main self-defense option, or even as a backup gun, this gun will definitely do the job. Like I said, 10 to 12 rounds of 380, that's plenty of stopping power in my opinion. And then, like I said, if it comes with all the things that mine came with, like a pocket holster, speed loader, stuff like that, this gun is definitely would be a 10 out of 10. Now, a couple years ago is when I bought this pistol, and it was for $349. I'm pretty sure by now the prices have went up. So like I said, guys, do your research, shop around. I'm pretty sure you guys can find this on a deal. And if it comes with everything that this came with, it definitely will be a steal. I recommend snatching it up, okay? Like I said, ladies, this is an excellent option. Throw it right in the purse, throw it right in your pocket, right, fellas? Backup option right here. Bam, 10 to 12 rounds of 380. And like that, man, that's just how it goes. So hopefully you guys liked the video. Don't forget to share it. Tell your friends and tell your mama. All right, 1,000 subscribers coming up soon, all right? And there will be a giveaway. Next stop is 10,000 subscribers, all right, and monetization. That's what I'm pushing for. And as usual, man, hopefully you don't have to, but if you do, get tactical.